So, sir, we are going live now. Welcome back, everyone, and I hope you found the previous session insightful and valuable. Our next session is on empowering teachers to build responsible digital citizens, focuses on equipping educators with the skills and understanding necessary to foster safe, responsible, and aware digital citizenship among students. We are privileged to have Mr. Dubey with us, a renowned national security expert, AI researcher, and cybercrime investigator. Author of six books, including Hidden Files, Mr. Dubey advises banks, media, and government agencies on cybersecurity. A Commonwealth Fellow, he hosts Red FM's Hidden Files and created Amazon Prime's Hacks Crime Online. With over 22 years of experience in telecom and cyber defense, Mr. Dubey has trained more than 5 lakh professionals globally. Mr. Dubey will share his expert insights and practical strategies to help teachers nurture responsible uh, digital future in today's technology-driven world. Now, a quick reminder. Can we have the next slide, please? Right. So we'll talk about the quiz first. It's just a quick reminder for all the participants that we will be having a quiz at the end of this session, once the session concludes. And you have the chance to win Amazon vouchers worth up to 25,000. Now let's look at some of the housekeeping rules. So participants will be muted throughout the session. Make sure that you have a pen and paper to note down all the important information and also questions. You can drop in your questions at the end of the session when we have the Q&A round in the chat box. To receive your e-certificates, do fill in the feedback form that we will be sharing by next week, Tuesday. And do not forget to participate in the quiz today at the end of this session. So thank you, everyone. And now I welcome Mr. Amit Dubey so that he can take us through with the cybersecurity.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, good evening, everyone. This is Amit Dubey. I'm a cybercrime investigator. And whatever I have learned in my life, I have learned through criminals. And I truly believe criminals are innovators. Every time we solve a case, we learn something from them, a new modus operandi, new technical vulnerability, human vulnerability, or a process vulnerability which has gone unnoticed before this incident. We all know last year, Twitter was acquired by Elon Musk at $44.1 billion. And then within 2 weeks, it was hacked. FBI started the investigation. They arrested three kids: 17 years old Nima Fazeli from Orlando, 19 years old Graham Van Clark from Florida, and a 21 years old guy. Actually, the 17 years old kid was the hacker. He hacked it. Rest of these two guys were selling it on Discord and on Dark, Twitter hack as a service. So we can't assume that Twitter was not using antivirus system and that's why they were hacked. Or they were not using firewalls, routers, gateways, intrusion prevention system, intrusion detection system, endpoint protection system, security operations center, data leak prevention systems, AI-based provisions, you name it and they had it. They have yearly security budget more than $200 million. Despite of that, they were hacked. And they were hacked by a 17 years old kid who was not even going to college. How does it happen? And this kid, and this was not the first time. If you do a little Google search, you will find top 10 hackers of the world. You will get names from Kevin Mitnick to Jonathan. Kevin Mitnick was the guy who hacked lots of banks in US. Jonathan was the guy who hacked research agencies like NASA and other. But when they did so, they were 15 or 16 years of age. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why a kid who was not even going to college, who has not been taught security, he is able to crack systems that were designed by IITians, MITians, Stanford research scientists, because we have not understood the security in a natural way. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So be with me, and next 5 minutes I'll explore this world for you. I'm sharing my screen. If you could see my screen, please confirm once so that I'm sure that okay, you can see what I'm going to show you. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is.
So this is the web series which is on Amazon Prime, Hack Crimes Online. You can watch it. It's by Neeraj Pandey, based on my book Hidden Files. Then I also run a TV show on DD National, which comes every day at 12 and then 12 afternoon and 10 p.m. in evening. Cybercrime Ki Duniya Bach Ke Rehna, where I tell the real cybercrime story which I saw with police in a dramatized version. Then I also run a radio show on Hidden Files, 93.5 Redder, since 7 years now. There are 150 plus stories on all podcast channels, whether Apple, Spotify, JioSaavn, Google, Listen Notes, Garna, Chartu, Alexa, everywhere you can listen it. And you could learn a lot. This is for your difference. So I always like to start my session with this line that I would love to change this world, but they won't give me the source code. So I truly believe that this entire world is software program, and we all humans are like artificial intelligence plugins. I'm sure many of you would have used ChatGPT. How do we build ChatGPT kind of large language models? We train through deep learning process neurons through large data sources, and eventually it becomes intelligent, very similar to our brain. We all are the product of the data. We all are the product of the data that has been fed to us since our birth. Whatever data we have been consuming from parents, teachers, books, newspapers, television, social media, we become the product of the data. So all our fear, aspiration, desires, likes, hatred, animosities, whatever emotions do we have, these are all generated through those data points. And criminals are aware about these connections, and that's why they can manipulate you very easily. How does it happen? Just be with me for a few minutes and you will get to know. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you few real data points. This is the place from where we install our applications, Play Store. We all know this place. Nothing new, correct? And I'm searching an application, Facebook here. I'm assuming that we all have Facebook or Instagram or something. So I've searched Facebook on Play Store from where we normally install applications. How many downloads of Facebook are there? 10 billion. How many people are there in this world? 8 billion. And how many people have internet access? Not more than 4 billion. Okay. Which itself shows that there are many people, those are not real in Facebook. There are 10 billion plus downloads. I'm clicking on it. Go to the next page. You will reach to this page, and then there's an option called See Details. And the process which I'm following here, you have to use the same process to check what this application could do wrong with you before installation. I'm not installed. I'm just opening on browser, Play Store, searching an app, going to See Details, click on it, and then it will take me to this page, which is hidden. Why it is important to see this page? Just be with me for 10 seconds. Here, Facebook is accepting that what data they have been collecting from my device since last many years. And this is official acceptance. So what all they do they know? They know how many applications I have installed in my phone since last 15, 16 years. What kind of apps, what kind of searches I do with those apps, what kind of content I have generated out of those apps, and the action which I'm taking every day. Facebook says that I'm listening you all the time, all your voices around your phone, I capture. And I also keep your sound recordings. If you are recording your calls, I copy that as well. All music files and other audio files, if you are sending voice notes on WhatsApp, they copy that as well. All your emails they read, all your SMS, so all your OTPs, whether it is banking transactions alerts, purchase records, anything, it comes on SMS or email, they read it. MMS and other in-app messages, which means any other app which is beyond WhatsApp and Facebook, because Facebook and WhatsApp belong to the same company. All your health and fitness records. So how long do you sit on your sofa? How many stairs do you take in a day? How many steps you have you taken in a day? Based on your age, they can map your activity to your fitness also. So after 2 years, if suppose somebody comes to your doorstep, he rings your bell and offers you a medicine, please have it, because by evening you may have a heart attack. Then please have it, because Facebook knows it. They know a lot about your health. Then all your calendar events, to whom you met, when and what and how long, everything. All your locations, so whether, and these locations are your exact GPS locations, so approximate location and precise location, they record everything. All your contacts, all your files and documents, whether you have downloaded it from Facebook or WhatsApp or emails, whatever way you are downloading Telegram signal, doesn't matter. They copy every content. All photos and videos, whether you have uploaded it on Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. They keep a copy of it. Device IDs. Now here it is interesting. Personal information, name, email address, user ID, address. This address is your physical address. Where are you staying? The exact physical address. This is not your location. Location is different, which I have already shown you. How is it different? If you're living in a building, or if you're living at 14th floor or 17th floor, Facebook knows exactly that you are living at 14th floor, 17th floor, this block, this pin code, everything. This is your physical address. Because the GPS location is same for entire building, that they are anyway captured. But they know your exact address. So when you change your address, before it gets updated in Aadhaar server, it's updated here. They know it in real time, and you have never ever told Facebook about your address. And then further, your political or religious belief. Facebook says that I know to whom you voted last time. You may not have shared it with your spouses, but Facebook knows. And your religious belief, how hard, liberal, soft you are about your religion. You have never shared any such details with Facebook. You may not be watching religious videos. You may not be even following any political pages or watching any political videos. Doesn't matter. Facebook knows everything. Even if you're not politically or religiously active, doesn't matter. As long as this app is in your phone, they know it. How do they know it? This is further interesting, which I'll deep dive later on. Your sexual orientation. And this is not about your being male or female. This is your intents towards LGBTQ plus community and other information. They know a lot, but they'll tell you only when they'll be penalized. Because before 2019, Facebook was not even telling this. When they were penalized by California court after Cambridge Analytica incident, then they were forced to show you this, that what data they have been collecting. But it is still not known to many people. And web browsing history, what kind of websites you are browsing, kind of searches you are doing on Google, your financial records, your payment info, purchase history, credit score, and other financial information, and many other details. I'm not against Facebook or Instagram or any app that you are using, and I'm not going to tell you that you don't use it. I never ever use word don't. So when I tell about cyber safety, I always tell you about do's. Don'ts, I don't know. So I'm not against Facebook, so I'll tell you something about Google. What Google has been capturing. So I've opened here Google dashboard. You can type google.com/dashboard. Use your Gmail ID to log in, and it will show you this page where you can see what data Google has been capturing from your device. Google knows all your locations. Google knows all your emails, of course. Google knows all your YouTube watch history. What did you like? What did you repeatedly watch? What kind of content you like, and everything. Photos, all your photos have been copied to them. Calendars, your drive files, sensitive documents, your play history, like how many applications you have installed till today. I have installed 567 applications in the last 15, 16 years. Since then, I'm using a smartphone, and my last applications were Motorola notification on May 10. And this record is there. Whether I'm changing my phone every now and then doesn't matter. This record is centrally stored, and this is eligible in court as a primary evidence. Then, how many phones I've been using, blogs, what all are my passwords to my 97 password, 16 bookmarks, to extensions, my 11,000 plus contacts, my groups, my keeps, my payment records. I have a bank account in UK, my task, CBI trading, and all other tradings. Everything is known to them, and then I'll deep dive only to one aspect of it. Rest you can check on your own because I don't have much time. I have to tell you many things. So I'll deep dive only on location part of it. That okay, what kind of location they know. So I have this open timeline for you, and you can see my last 15, 16 years of location since when I'm using a smartphone. Okay. Here you can see my last many years of locations. I hope you can see it from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, wherever I've been to, Google has been following me, recording me. And this is not only Google, even Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal. You can't access internet without giving your location. You can't. There's no way. The moment you are connected to some server, some application, some website, the very first thing goes out from your device is your location, the IP address. Without giving your IP address out, you can't connect to any server. So they all know your locations. So now you think, oh, I'll stop my location, I'll switch off. It doesn't matter. Even if you're accessing a news portal, they know your location. Anything. So please make yourself aware about this fact that your locations are not private. Okay, and you can't hide. Next, out of India as well. So Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Turkmenistan, Oman, Azerbaijan, Saudi Arabia, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, UK, Ireland, Spain, wherever I've been to, Google has been following me. Now I'll take you 5-7 years before, maybe 2019. Okay. And a date we can select mid of May and maybe a date 17th May 2019. Where was I? I was in Copenhagen. Where did I stay? I stayed in Cabin City Hotel. This is my hotel address. When did I start? I started at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Where did I go? I took this track from Cabin City Hotel to Embassy of India. I reached there at 10:49. I was there till 1:31. I was invited by Honorable Ambassador Ajit Gupte to take a session of their staff officials. After my session, I gave my book to Honorable Ambassador, took few pictures. Google has mapped all those pictures with my timeline without my permission. And then I left Embassy of India, took 19 minutes, reached to Northwest. At 1:50, I reached there. Till 2:35, I was there. I had lunch with few of my friends. Again, I took few pictures. Google has mapped those pictures also with my timeline. After Northwest, I took this route, reached back to Cabin City Hotel at 3:17. I reached there. 3:25, I was there in hotel. And then from hotel, I took 20 minutes of drive and reached Copenhagen Airport. I reached airport at 3:45 p.m. Till 5:28, I was there. My flight took off at 5:28 p.m. Then after 11 hours, 41 minutes of flight, after 5,842 kilometers, next day, I landed on 18th May 2019 at Indira Gandhi International Airport. Morning 8:39 a.m. in the morning. 9:49 left the airport. Then I took 1 hour, 1 minute to reach to my home. This is my home address from where I'm talking today. And then whatever I did all through the day to visited my friends here at 4:50 nearby, 8 minutes. And I was there till 6:14, then walked back to my home. Everything is recorded for years. You can't delete it, you can't manipulate it, you can't challenge it because it is not in your control. And this data is not only with Google or Facebook or Discord or Instagram, this is with everyone. So unless until you know the data, the kind of data which is being exposed about you, you can't understand the threat. I'm sure not many of you would be able to, you might have heard about these things कि phone तो हमारी सारी बातें सुनता है. But if I start playing you my sound here, then you will be surprised. Oh, is it really to that extent? Personal it is. I'm just giving a glimpse of it because of the limited time, but this is the data which is actually being monetized by these companies to make hell of money out of it. When in 2019 TikTok was banned, everybody was raising questions that why it was banned, what will happen, and okay, by banning 150 plus applications from China, what kind of message government wants to give? Do you know that TikTok's owner is 26th richest person of this world? What do they do? Do they make vaccine? Do they make airplane, satellite? Nothing. They don't do anything. Whatever being done is done by us and being shared to our friends. That's it. We are creating videos, our friends are watching it, and TikTok is making money out of it. And money to that extent that he is the 26th richest person of the world. So if they were not banned, when they were banned, they were having, I think, 30% market in India. If they were not banned in 2019, this person would have been in top 5 richest person. This is huge money. When WeChat was banned, WeChat is again a chat application from China. When it was banned, they were valued $500 billion in 2019. Now they are more than $2 trillion valued. $500 billion, that too for a free application. They're not asking any money. What is the GDP of Pakistan? It's $250 billion. Double of it is the value of an application which is free in China. This is something which I'm telling you just because unless until you value your data, you will not be able to protect it. We put effort to only those things those are valued because we don't value our data, and that's why we are giving it to every application, throwing it all permissions, camera, microphone, contact list, SMS, everything, because we don't care. Okay, what will happen? But when it goes to wrong hands, this data start being used against you, and they start exploiting you. And how is it used? Then I'll take you to that. So there was an incident in Delhi. A person lost 75 lakhs rupees through missed calls. So I got a call from NDTV journalist and he said, Amit, is it possible that you will notice few missed calls in your phone and 75 lakhs chale gaye? Yes, it is possible, but not for 75 lakhs. Because we all know there was a malware in 2019 which used to get installed in your phone, in iPhone, through missed calls. WhatsApp missed call. Malware is called Pegasus. So Pegasus was built by Israeli company NS organization, and all governments in the world they were using it. You used to get a missed call on WhatsApp, and they can hack your complete iPhone. Not only they can control your phone, they can listen your WhatsApp calls, normal calls, and do anything. But Pegasus is very costly, so I was not sure whether the person has been targeted through Pegasus. So I was defending all through the day on news channel that no, it is not possible, because if people will lose money through missed calls, then everybody will lose money. How will you stop a missed call? And the person is showing his phone, no, I didn't receive any OTP, no alert, no transaction alert. I just see some missed calls and that's it. Then the case reached to Delhi police. They started the investigation. I was also involved. The very first thing I checked in his phone whether there is any application in his phone which is reading SMS, sending it out and deleting. Because normally we give SMS access to many applications. And you can check in your phone, go to your settings, in your phone settings, privacy, permission manager, and there you will see camera, microphone, contact list, SMS, etc. Click on SMS, it will show you the list of the application those can read your SMS. Now, normally we give SMS access to n number of applications without caring, and they read all your OTPs, all transactions, any kind of SMS alerts. And if I get the access of your SMS, I know a lot about you, because anything which you are doing in real world, this has a footprint in terms of SMS. So it is not good that you give SMS access to many applications like this. But when I checked in his phone, I found then there is no application which had the SMS access, which means nobody can read his SMS. Then how come he lose money? Is it through missed calls? So we are confused. And the Central Delhi DCP at that time, he mentioned, he said, Amit, we are investigating this case after 5 days. We don't know what happened in these 5 days. There might be a possibility that there was an application in his phone when this incident happened, which was reading SMS and sending it out and deleting it also. And then it was removed. That's why we can't see it. I said, yes, it is possible. Few minutes back, I showed you that I can see your last 15 years of applications. When did you install what? When did you uninstall it? Correct? When I checked his Play Store application log, I found that he has installed 1,000 applications.
To all the participants, please wait for a few minutes. There is a electricity cut at Amit Dubey's place. He'll join back in another 2 minutes. We'll start again. All the participants, please stay tuned. We'll start in another few minutes. There is electricity cut at the speaker's place. So do you do stay in the meeting. Please do not leave the call.
Sorry for the glitch. I had some network issue. I'm back now. So we'll continue. Thanks for your patience. So we were there. We were investigating this case, and the DCP suggested that Amit, they are investigating this after 5 days. There might be a possibility that some application was there when this incident happened, and now we can't see it because it has been removed. He said, yes, this could be a possibility. Few minutes back, I showed you that I can see your last 15 years, 16 years of application log. When did you install what? When did you install it? Right? Through Google Dashboard. When I checked his dashboard, I found, yes, there was an application installed on Thursday afternoon and uninstalled Sunday night. This was a video editing app and it had the SMS access, which means this was the application which was reading all his OTPs, sending it out and deleting it. But who installed this? So we checked his location of both the times. When the application was installed, where was he? When the application was uninstalled, where was he? Both the times, this person was at his home. Few minutes back, I showed you that I can see your every second of location, right? So I checked his Google timeline and I quickly understood this guy was at his home both the time. और घर में तो तीन ही लोग, his wife and 2 kids. Wife पर पहला शक गया, but who can ask from someone's wife? So there is a trick. The trick is, without asking someone, you can check whether this person has installed an application in your phone or not. You don't need to ask. How do we do this? You can actually check each and every second of locations of someone's phone without touching his phone. You don't need to touch his phone. Okay? I'm just typing here in my browser myactivity.google.com, and you can see my last 15 years of activities, every second of activities. The only thing I need, the Gmail ID which is used in my phone over here. If the same Gmail is logged in my laptop, from my laptop, I can see the activities of my phone of last 15 years. And this data is again court admissible. This is primary evidence. Based on this, I have helped judicial system to prosecute many criminals. So normally we do this mistake, and in this story you will learn 10 things. Please remember, you will learn 10 things. So normally we do this mistake that we will be keeping our phone with authentication, facial based authentication or pin based authentication or biometric authentication or regulated access control and everything, securing it with whatever modes we know. But the email that we are having in our phone would have been logged into your laptop also, to your iPad also, to your phone which is not being used now and it is lying on some drawer, or in your office CL system also. And if I get the access of another Gmail for 10 seconds or even for 5 seconds, I can create chaos in your life. First of all, I can access your dashboard. I can actually enter into your phone. If you see the Play Store, when I opened this Play Store on my laptop, did you notice that it asked me, where did you want to install this application? Where do you want to install? Whether it in phone, tablet, TV, Chromebook, watch, Windows. So if your Gmail is logged in this laptop, I can actually install something in your phone from here itself. I don't need to touch you. No, I don't need to touch your phone. I can install anything remotely. We'll search here and it will be installed. I can actually see all your password. I have just shown you through Google Dashboard. I can actually see all your pictures, all your chats, all your locations of last many, many years, and also future locations of your emails, your health records, your financial records, everything. And I can also see your future OTPs. Yes, future OTPs, the OTPs that you may be receiving in future. Look at here. I'm just searching on Google backup codes. What are these codes? Google backup codes are your future OTPs. There is a setting in your Gmail, settings, security. There you will go two-factor authentication. There's a fifth option called Google backup codes. If I click on it, I can download your 8 future OTPs. The OTPs that you will be receiving in future, but I can download it right now. I'll keep it with us. And I can use it whenever I want to log in on your behalf without your knowledge. See how much damage I can create just because you did one such small mistake. And now we know that if something is two-factor authenticated, we are safe, secure, because it is two-factor authentication. And I don't believe in few things, so I'll share it again today. I'll endorse it. First of all, when somebody says to you that please make your password complex, don't make it simple, keep it complicated with the special characters and all and all and all. I don't buy with this statement because criminal will never guess your password. They don't have that much time. They don't guess your password. Why should they guess your password? Whether it is simple or complex is equally difficult, right? They will get your password. And if they can get your password, whether it is difficult or simple, it doesn't matter. There are only two types of people in this world: those who know that they have been hacked, and those who do not know that they have been hacked. Actually, we all are hacked multiple times. All our passwords are out, various places. And if you want to check where are my passwords, how many times I have been hacked, you can go to this website, haveibeenfound.com, give your email ID here, search on this, and it will tell you clearly that you were hacked 27 times, 15 times, and where are your passwords, banking details, location details, health records, personal details, date of birth, PAN card, Aadhaar card, everything. You can just search it over. You can give me on Messenger some email ID, some Gmail ID probably, and I'll search it over there. You all can see. I'll not show the password, but you can actually would know that how easy is it to know someone's password. And then we make it complex. How can it help you? So first of all, yes, we need two-factor authentications. If you trust only on the password because it is complicated, you will be safe. No, it's a myth. You have to keep everything two-factor authenticated. Now, I will break this myth also. Even if you are two-factor authenticated, I can hack you. Because I'll tell you 12 methods to steal your OTPs without touching your phone. I don't need to touch it. I can steal your OTPs. I'll demonstrate it here. So be with me and just learn few methods how you can steal OTPs. Not because I want to enable you to hack someone's Gmail or WhatsApp. Because unless until you know, you can't protect yourself. There's no way. Criminals will be using it against you and you will be always fooled, cheated. So that's why you should know these things. These are not technical things. These are simple hacks. And that's why it is important. So when I checked the laptop of that person, the victim's laptop, I found his wife's email ID was also logged in that laptop. I quickly opened the activity list and I could see that when the application was installed in husband's phone, at that time, the wife was watching something on OTT. And when the application was uninstalled, she was not at her home, she was outside. And we are assuming that installation and uninstallation is done by the same person. So wife is out of the question. Then who did it? The next doubt was on his son, who was 14 years of age. But because he is juvenile, we cannot interrogate him. So I requested this victim that can you bring all your devices? Let me see if there's any pattern and can figure it out that who could have done it. He got all the devices, laptops, mobile phones, iPads, everything. And when I scanned each and every device, I found in one of the iPad or tablet, there's an application called Discord. How many of you know about Discord? If you do not know about Discord, then go and ask your kids, teenage kids probably. Because all teenage kids are on Discord. Discord is a chat app, just like WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal. But why do they use Discord? What kind of chat is this which they can't do on WhatsApp or any other app but on Discord? All criminals are on Discord. Many politicians are on Discord. And all teenage kids are on Discord. I'm saying all. Yes, you can check with anyone around you. But why do they use Discord? Because Discord has a feature that it gives you anonymity. If you create an account on Discord, neither your email ID is linked nor your mobile number. You are hidden. You will be given a hashtag Kirk5372, and with that hashtag name, you can communicate with the entire world without revealing your identity. Neither you would know the identity of other person, and you can communicate. You are exposed, but it gives you a risk. It comes up with a risk, because if the other person is doing something or misbehaves with you, trying to hack you, trying to threaten you, you can't do anything. You can't get his real identity. So on Discord, this kid was chatting with a girl, and the girl, he was thinking that she was a girl. I'm sure he was a criminal. The girl sends him a link that you install this application in your father's phone, and you will get 200 Robux points. How many of you know about Robux points? Again, you have to check with your kids. Robux points is a gaming currency. If your kid is playing Roblox game, just like PUBG, there is a currency called battle points. So kids, those are playing PUBG, they are crazy about battle points. They sometimes commit crimes because they want to purchase some battle points so that they can move ahead in their game. Similarly, there's a game called Roblox. Many people play that game. It has a chat facility, so you can talk to other players also. So other player is building trust with them, asking them to do something malicious, and in the same pattern, he received a link from that girl, installed in his father's phone for 200 Robux points. And because of that app, the father lost 75 lakhs because all OTPs were shared. And then this girl says that, okay, uninstall this app because next week, again, when you will install, you will again get 200 points. In this one story, we would have learned so many things. How do we take, how do we do investigations, and how all these different jargons are used by criminals. Unless until you are conscious about your data, your device, you will not be able to protect yourself. Now I'll tell you, how do they steal your OTP? Because just before Diwali, many doctors in Gurgaon, they lost WhatsApp. And they called me one by one. I got 40, 50 calls in a day. Amit, WhatsApp is hacked. And they were all were doing the same mistake. So before I tell you what mistake they were doing, I'll give you the solution. How many of you have set up the two-factor authentication in your WhatsApp? If you have not done it, please do it now. Go to your WhatsApp settings. There is an option called accounts, first option. Click on it. There'll be fourth option called two-step verification. When you will click on two-step verification, it will ask you to set 6-digit passcode. This 6-digit passcode should not be your date of birth. No, never ever choose your date of birth as a passcode. Because I know it. You should keep that passcode a unique number which only you know, nobody else knows about it, not even your wife or your husband. If this passcode is not shared with anybody, your WhatsApp is safe. Even if you have lost your mobile phone or somebody is hacked, it doesn't matter. Your WhatsApp is safe. Unless until the 6-digit code will be applied, nobody can see the WhatsApp message. So do that immediately. Now, how someone can hack your WhatsApp? Let's understand that as well. So I'll tell you first method through which someone can steal your OTP. Suppose Shobha is my friend and Shobha receives a call from someone and he says that Shobha ji, Amit ji has given me your number. So the caller is referring my name because Shobha is my friend and he is referring a credible name. Shobha will start communicating with that person. After 20 seconds of communication, the caller will say, Shobha ji, we would like to invite you for an event, and there's an event on education or something. And then suddenly you say, Shobha ji, we have invited Amit as well. And Amit is trying to call you, Amit is calling you. Can you merge this call so we all three will discuss? Because we would like to have a fireside chat with you and Amit. Now Shobha will be receiving another call. She is already on a call with someone, but then she is receiving another call. And the caller is saying to merge this call. She will notice, oh, this is not Amit's number. She'll say, no, this is not Amit's number. The caller will say, no, no, this is his VIP number. Just merge it. We'll discuss it right now and close it. Shobha is under pressure. She merges the call. The moment she merges this call, she will lose something. Some amount will be withdrawn from his bank account, or she will lose his WhatsApp or Facebook or Gmail. Something will happen. Did she share OTP with someone? Did she click any link? Did she scan any QR code? Did she install any application? No. She just merged two incoming calls and she lost. Why? Because nowadays we receive OTPs on call as well. Earlier it used to come only on SMS. Now we have an option to invite them on call. OTP call pe bhi aata. So the other call which she received at that time, it was her OTP call. The caller was already with her. She merged the call. The moment she merged the call, the caller could hear the OTP. He applied and boom. OTP ऐसे भी जाता है. There's no technology, but see, simple psychology and a process gap, and you can lose your OTP. Another method is called call forwarding, and there are 12 such methods. Call forwarding means if somebody convinces you to dial a code from your phone, the code is *62 star mobile number hash, or *401 star mobile number hash, or *21 star mobile. These codes are dependent on the operators. If you dial this code from your phone, your calls will be conditionally forwarded to that other number. Because you don't know about these codes, so you may dial. You may receive a call from someone that we are sending you a gift. आप कहेंगे, okay, send. No, we need your permission, and there is an electronic permission required. So you will receive an SMS. There's a code. You please dial it, and your permission will be recorded. People dial that number. Or you have a courier just to verify that delivery. Please dial that number. People dial that number. If you dial that number, your calls will be conditionally forwarded to the criminal. So when you are busy, if any new call comes, it will be forwarded to the criminal. If you are sleeping, not picking calls, or if you are doing something, the caller will take the advantage of that time. He'll invite OTPs. The OTP will be forwarded to him. He'll apply that. You will lose some money now and then, and you will realize very late that something has happened to your phone. This is called call forwarding technique. Similarly, there is an eSIM technique, screen sharing technique, Zoom call techniques, Google Meet techniques, many techniques. I'm not going to tell you all 12, but I have given you a hint that there is one thing common in every such technique, that you are doing some mistake. Criminal will never hack your devices to reach to you. Criminal will always hack you to reach to your devices. We don't need antivirus here. We need antivirus here. If we understand this basic fact, nobody can cheat you. Nobody can do any fraud with you. So we have to come back to the basics now, and that's why this is important. And I'll tell you another story, and then you will understand why I'm making this strong statement. You all would have heard about OLX fraud. How does it happen? Chief Minister's daughter, she lost 45,000 in OLX fraud. She was selling her sofa on OLX. She received a message from someone. I'm from army and I just got transferred here, and I liked your sofa. I would like to purchase it, and this is my ID card. This is my Aadhaar card. And the girl said, "Why don't you come and see it first?" No, I don't want to see it. It is beautiful. I really loved it, and I would like to pick it tomorrow. And I'm going to book it right now. I'll give you some advance right now. So probably I'll transfer 10,000 rupees to your account. So do you use UPI? Do you use Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay, something for RFP? I'll tell you 10,000 through Paytm probably. So there is a 10,000 rupees link. You just click it and you will get 10,000 today. 10,000 I'll give you tomorrow. So for 10,000, there's a link. I'm sending you this link. 10,000 you will get right now. So 10,000. This is the link for 10,000. Please click and get the 10,000. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. He will tell 10 times. He could have said it only once. But see, the way I'm repeating, he will also repeat. Why? Because we all have one vulnerability in our brain. The vulnerability is that if I start repeating something, your focus gets into that word and you ignore other things. You would have heard the people those are chanting. They do chanting because they want to focus there and they want to detach themselves from surroundings. But the same thing, criminal can use it because your brain has that weakness or feature. So he'll repeat something in front of you, and because you will get hooked to that repetitive word, and probably you will ignore the basics and you will click that link and you will lose 10,000 rupees. So the girl lost 10,000. She called back. She said, "Oh, I lost 10,000. You were supposed to give me 10,000." The caller will be, the criminal will be very cool and calm. He said, "What? You lost 10,000? Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I created wrong link. I'm so sorry. And please forgive me. And I beg your pardon. I'm so apologetic." And so what I'll do, I'll send you 20,000 rupees now. 10,000 which I had taken by mistake. 10,000 which I'm supposed to give you. So you can take 20,000. I'll send you 20,000 rupees link. Please click it and get 20,000. Here it is, 20,000 rupees link. Just click it. 20,000 today, 10,000 I'll give you tomorrow. 20,000, 20,000. She clicked and she lost 20,000. She again called back. "Oh, I lost 30,000. What are you doing? You have again given me wrong link." And the caller will still be cool. And you will hear some kid's crying voice from his background. And he'll say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. My kid was not well and she was crying and again got disturbed, created wrong link. I'm so sorry. And how can I do this mistake again and again? How will I show my face to you tomorrow? I'll give you complete money. So 30,000 which I have taken from you, 20,000 rupees for your sofa. I'll transfer 50,000 right now. 50,000. Okay. So I'm sending you 50,000 rupees link. Please click it and you will get 50,000. Just 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. She clicked 50,000 and she lost 50,000 as well. People lose 100,000, 150,000 clicking link again and again, ignoring basic, simple financial thumb rule. Could you notice what mistake she was doing? What mistake she did? We have a basic thumb rule in financial system. The thumb rule says that if you want to receive money, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. If you keep this basic financial system in your mind, I guarantee you 70% crime will not happen with you. 70% crime आपके साथ हो ही नहीं सकता. If you notice around you, the FIR, the complaint, the people those have lost money, they were actually receiving something. They were expecting money and they lost it. Because they ignored very basic, simple fact that if you want to receive money, you don't need to do anything. No OTP sharing, no clicking, no QR code, no application stop, nothing. Just keep your phone away. I can transfer 100,000 rupees to your account without asking you. UPI allows me that. And people were expecting money and installing app because they were expecting something. Why are you doing anything? लक्ष्मी अपने आप आती है. खर्चा करने के लिए एफर्ट लगाना था. So I created a video with RJ Rana. Red FM पर show आता है मेरा. So I asked him to sit and I sent him a link. He clicked that link and I received 200 rupees from his account. I created that video, gave that message that whoever will click that link, he'll lose money. To receive money, I don't need to do anything. So please don't get trapped into OLX fraud. Avoid this. And I circulated that video among all my friends in my network, to judges, to politicians, to bureaucrats, to CXOs, everyone. Next week, I got a call from someone from my society. He is CEO of a big IT company. He called, "Amit ji, what? I lost 45,000. I said, "How?" "OLX fraud." "How can you lose money? I have shared with you video." I said, "Yes, I saw your video. I saw your complete video." How can you lose money? No, no, I just did. What did you say? Exactly. I said, what did you do? He said, you said that don't click any link. I did not click any link. Then I asked him, what did you do? How could you lose money? Oh, he sent me a QR code. Actually, the criminal will just change the modus operandi little from link to QR code, and you will again start getting into the same trap. So whether it is clicking a link, whether it is scanning a QR code, whether it is installing an app, if you have to take a call whether you should do it or not, I am recommending you one-stop solution that is called Mobi Arbor. This is an app which is available on Play Store, App Store, and it can help you to protect. It can protect you against any kind of cybercrime. So it has 6 unique features, very, very powerful features. The first one is called QR code scanner. People are losing money because they scan wrong QR, because they get into trap, because we are using QR code for various purposes, from Wi-Fi connection to visiting card exchange to menu card of the hotel to boarding pass to advertisement to payment. And many people sometimes scan QR code and lose money. It's happening in India, UK, Belgium, every. So whenever you have to scan a QR code, if you scan through MobiArm, it will take it to a sandboxing environment. It will scan it there. It will tell you clearly whether it is safe, unsafe, malicious, how much money it is taking, everything. You will get in clarity. Second trap is link. You search on Google that you want to book cruise in Singapore, or you want to book a hotel in Odisha, or if you want to book a helicopter for Kedarnath. You get few links, you pay through those links, and you end up getting nothing, no service, because those were fraudsters. So all these brand hotels, hospitals, resorts, criminals are cloning their websites, and they do SEOs, search engine optimization, so that they always come on top. But you don't have any way to verify whether this is authentic or not. It has happened in various other situations as well, when Kumbh was organized or when the Diljit Dosanjh shows was played, people were losing money. So whenever you have any such link searched on Google, or you are receiving it through some SMS that there's an RTO challan or something, and you have to pay, please scan it through Mobi Armor first. It will tell you clearly whether this is a cloned link, authentic link, malicious link, it is installing something in your phone, stealing money, whatever. And once it gives a clear chip, then only do some payments. And third and most important is your application scanning. Because you share your phone with your kids, your parents, those may not be aware of many such malicious apps. They may install it from Play Store. People install loan apps and they lost life because they had to commit suicide. People install games and they lost entire account. Because many of these games have chat facilities and kids do not think twice when they are installing an app. So this app scanning option will rate every app that is in your phone, whether it is safe, unsafe. Not from signature perspective, but from behavior perspective, because Play Store do not check the behavior of an app. And that's why many criminals are taking advantage of those apps. Those are on Play Store, but they ask you to install, you install it, trusting Play Store, and then eventually crime happens. Like Quick Support, AnyDesk, TeamViewer, they are screen sharing coming from Play Store. But if you have these apps on your phone, the Mobi Armor will rate them very low because these are coming up with a risk. Similarly, if you want to check where all is your data, your date of birth, your bank account details, your passwords, you can click on this and you can see those details. And then to protect you from any potential OTP theft, you can do configuration through this option. And finally, your Wi-Fi security is very important when you connect, especially to the public Wi-Fi in hotels. Check through this option. It will tell you clearly whether this Wi-Fi is safe, unsafe, and it's been hacked by someone. It will also tell you the clear IP address of the hacker. If this is the hacker, he is around you. You can capture that and you can share it with the police also. So very powerful app. Because we are short of time, I'll stop here. We can take few questions and then we can conclude. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. To all the dear participants, please, chat box is open. You can drop in your questions in the chat box and we'll take it one by one. You can access the chat box to drop in your questions. So, we actually have a lot of positive feedbacks about the session on YouTube as well. And someone has asked for the last app that you have mentioned, if you can share the link or the name of the app again.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. We are receiving just the positive feedback. So, to all the participants, yes, you can watch the sir sessions again. It will be available on YouTube. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the chat box. Somebody has asked actually, they have mentioned, should we go back to the basic phones in that case?
No. See, I never said that you don't use Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I said you use everything. But you should know what is the risk. If you know the risk, then nothing wrong will happen with you. The only challenge is if you don't know, then there is a risk. Knowing itself is a solution. For example, if you know that your locations are out, now nobody can call you and can build trust with you by just telling your location. That yesterday you were at traditional hotel having tea and आपकी तो lottery लग गई. Now you start trusting that person because you think this is very personal detail and only recent people would know about it. Right? Suppose Domino's data were leaked and you get a call, oh 26 तारीख को आपने you ordered this pizza and it was delivered at this address and these were the orders. You start believing that person. But if you know that, oh, there's a possibility that this data is known to many people, then you will always verify. You won't trust. So this zero trust will come only if you know. If you know that this world is an illusion, then you live freely. But if you don't know this, then you get trapped into emotions. हर चीज का दुख होता है, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह भय अहंकार फंस जाते हैं. But to get the liberation, you should know. If you know that itself is a solution.
Okay, we have another question. Somebody has asked that when we are shopping online, some websites are asking to use our camera to virtually try on products. Is it safe?
First of all, whenever you have to give any permission to any such app, never ever give permission for the lifetime. There is an option called always allow when in use. Always give, well, allow only when it is in use. So when you are especially scanning some product or trying to know more about based on pictures, then only you should give the camera access. What mistake we do that we give this access for lifetime. Camera access एक बार चाहिए था पर हमेशा के लिए. SMS one time चाहिए था, but we have given it for all the SMS. Microphone access for lifetime. This is a mistake. If you block it and then you will allow it only when it is required, then you are safe.
All right. So I believe that was the last question. So we'll move on to the conclusion of the session, but towards the quiz. So thank you so much, Mr. Amit Dubey, for such an insightful session. Your expert guidance has definitely helped all of us to become responsible digital contributors to the society. So as Ms. Tara also says that are we preparing right mindful digital citizens or just tech-savvy users? So I hope this vital question has been answered by this particular session. So thank you all for our wonderful participation from Zoom as well and also from YouTube that we had. Now we'll move on to the quiz. So to all the participants, we will be dropping in the chat box our quiz link. You can copy paste that particular quiz link. The link will remain open till tomorrow 11:59 p.m. So make sure that you are revisiting all the sessions which are available on our YouTube channel, Eschan School Education, at your convenience. You can revisit the recordings and then you can attend the quiz. And you can get a chance to win 25,000 Amazon vouchers. and we will have 5 lucky winners for the same. And participants who have joined us from YouTube, there is a QR code also that you can use in order to attempt the quiz. Make sure that you are saving the link somewhere for yourself for the easy access later on once you are done revisiting the recordings. So to all the participants, I request once again, we will be displaying the QR code for another 2-3 minutes. Make sure that you are scanning the QR code, copy pasting the link for yourself for later use. And do remember that the quiz link is open till tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. And then you will not be able to submit the responses. So make sure that you are revisiting our YouTube channel, revisiting the recordings to attempt the quiz and win exciting prizes. So final call all the participants. We are going to close the meeting. So make sure that you are scanning the QR code and copy pasting the link. Make sure to submit your responses tomorrow before 11:59 p.m. And to revisit the session recordings, you can go through our YouTube channel, Eschan School Education, and all the AI sessions will be available there. So on that note, I close the session. It was a wonderful participation from all of us. Thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to hosting you again in another session. Thank you so much.